right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, it's kind of been a while since I've done anything related to like Disney World, or normally it was something involving the Disney lawsuit or them feuding with Ron DeSantis or somebody of that nature, or something going on with that. But this time it is not. It is pure unadulterated chaos. Wasn't Disney World once called the friendliest place on the planet or something? The friendliest place on earth? Unless you're a conservative, I guess, these days, in case you don't want to see dudes dressed up as Cinderella. I mean, Disney World has gotten pretty family unfriendly over the last several years as they have dived deep into the woke content pool, the cesspool, if you will, of content, and just pretty much turned its back on everything that Walt Disney ever built that company. Man, there was a time you could literally set your kid down and just put on some, Walt shows, movies, TV series, not have to worry about what they actually see on the screen. Well, those days have come and gone. Now, if you go to the theme parks, my God, that's been a nightmare, has it not? Galaxy's Edge, a total wreck, a nightmare for Lucasfilm and Disney, right? And now, and we've seen this on and off a little bit, families going to war, pure chaos erupting at the actual theme parks. And here we are. We got another incident and this is out of Disney World. This is out of Orlando. Inquiring minds believe drunk 3PO was not injured in this incident. Of course, I'm joking because he's down there and goes to these theme parks pretty regular to do some kind of reporting for his channel and for Geeks and Gamers. But I'm joking. I am joking. But let's get to this. This is an incident that happened. A guy attacked two women, is my understanding, and we'll get to the details, but let's watch this footage first.
Come here, baby.
Okay, so that's about where it starts and ends right there on what was actually filmed. But a man assaults women, plural, in front of a bunch of kids. And guys, I don't know what kind of world we're devolving into here, but the person that I believe did the assaulting here is actually from Boston or around Massachusetts somewhere. And we've got his picture. And I have no idea what actually caused this. Brave Disney World visitors stepped in to restrain a man who allegedly bashed at least one woman in a domestic assault in front of horrified families. Matthew Edward Cameron, 21, was arrested by Orange County sheriff's deputies around 9 p.m. October 19th at the Magic Kingdom theme park in Orlando. The chaotic video obtained by DailyMail.com showed the aftermath of the scuffle at Casey's Corner, a crowded spot with a hot dog stand. The alleged attacker was lying on the ground, restrained by other patrons. Good on them for taking action, as witnesses explained to the staff what happened. Now, this guy right here is supposedly holding down the perpetrator, I believe, is what's going on right there. And there are some of the females. That one is crying. That one is crying. I don't know if that's a couple of the women that actually got hurt in all this. Two women standing a few feet away from the man appeared to be distressed and holding tissues against their bleeding noses. Jesus. The man who restrained Cameron is on the left. Okay, so this guy right here, and the older woman was seen telling the staff what happened. It was unclear if they knew each other. And this is the guy right here. He's from Burlington, Massachusetts. This is Matthew Edward Cameron, 21. He's from a liberal state. I guess they're used to just getting away with doing things like this. Not in Florida, you won't. I promise you that. A well built man wearing a baseball cap was kneeling on Cameron's back, and a second man got up as Disney World staff arrived. He kept restraining him until a security guard arrived, and then Cameron was allowed to stand up, but surrounded by security guard and staff and led away. Two women standing a few feet away from the man appeared to be distressed, holding tissues against their bleeding noses. Both women had bloody noses and were crying. I saw two small children crying and led away by a Disney cast member. God, you got to watch that these days. I hope it wasn't Rachel Zegler. The man who shot the video told DailyMail.com. Wow. So this is the dude right here, and this is his dad, Edward, and there is his sister, Sarah. The man who was asked to not be named said that the sheriff's deputy arrived a minute or so after he stopped filming. The Orange County Sheriff's Office told DailyMail.com that Cameron was arrested for domestic battery, but didn't provide more details. This domestic incident was between two family members. Okay, we got families actually brawling with each other. Hey, we've seen some doozies over the last few years out of Disney World and Disneyland. Cameron is from Burlington, Massachusetts, was on vacation with his family at the world-famous theme park during the alleged assault. His father, Edward, and mother, Diane, and sister, Sarah, took photos of each other on previous trips to Disney World in recent years. The identity of the alleged victim was not confirmed. Young woman wearing Mickey Mouse jumper and ears, holding tissues to her bleeding nose. Okay, so this woman's nose was bleeding right here. That's his sister in 2022. That's his sister and his mother. The man who filmed the incident said a swarm of staff tried to shield the chaos from onlookers and kind of build a wall in front of the incident. Quote, my family and I visit Disney parks generally every weekend. Every weekend. This was a rare occurrence at Disney for sure, he said. He said security recently ramped up at Disney venues, particularly at parking garages for the free Disney Springs shopping precinct. In the past, we may have walked by a Disney security officer with a sniffing dog, but not all garages had a checkpoint with metal detectors. What is going on at Disney? Wow. Now I believe all entrances to Disney Springs have an official security checkpoint. Look, in this day and time, I'm sure you've got to do that. I mean, seriously. Disney did not respond to requests for comment about the alleged assault. There's the guy that did the assaulting once again. That's with his sister. Wow. Magic Kingdom was last thrown into a panic on August 29 when a balloon that popped during a brawl raised fear of an active shooter. There was no active shooter at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. A fight occurred and popping sound was heard, and it was believed to be a balloon. Guests began running, and that's how the active rumor started. There was no active shooter, and who knows what Disney would say in order to save face these days. I don't trust them as far as I could possibly throw them. But wow, unbelievable. In this day and time, you can't take your family to do much of anything without fear for something happening. Now, again, I'm going to point this out. He comes from a state where you may or may not be prosecuted for crimes like this. And he has probably watched this on social media. And I believe a lot of what's happened in a lot of these blue areas has raised the violence level because they believe they can just do anything without fear of prosecution, right? A lot of these prosecutors just won't punish crimes. In Florida, dude, know your surroundings because in Florida, they're going to throw thy book at you, all right? DeSantis is down there ruling with, law and order. That's not the place to be doing anything, really. Wow, you can't go anywhere. I got to be honest. I have no desire to go to anything Disney related these days. I mean, most of it is because of what they've done diving into politics and yada, 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 right? And all the things they've done to their content and beloved IPs like Star Wars and like Marvel. So why the hell would I possibly go to one of their theme parks? Now they can go bleep themselves. Wow. If you go to Disney World or Disneyland, you have been warned. Keep your head on a swivel. You got guys just running around assaulting women for crying out loud. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.